And so she is stating she wasn't ready, but I let her know that we needed to proceed.
Okay, proceed with the withdrawal?
Well,
Or
she
the
would like us
hearing?
to proceed with the withdrawal. I told her that if it's not granted by the court, we will proceed with the hearing.
Okay, yeah, I don't see that on the computer yet.
Correct. Right.
Okay,
I let her know it has not been accepted by the court. I'm just letting you know because I'm sure she will bring it up again. And so just letting you know.
okay. Yeah,
Other
and
than
it
that, yes,
hasn't,
I'm
it hasn't even been,
accepted.
I see, no, I do see it accepted now.
Oh,
I don't
oh,
see where you actually sent her notice of it.
notice of the withdrawal.
Yes. So if you were wanting to
Understood.
withdraw for today, you would have had to send her like the 10-day letter, or
Correct, Your
she could
Honor.
have signed the order and we would have signed it that way.
She did sign it, Your Honor. It was
The
Buckle up, guys. Today we are going to watch a courtroom already wobbling before it even starts. The judge and attorneys are stuck in procedural confusion over a withdrawal that's half-processed and poorly communicated. It's messy, unprepared, and you can already tell this isn't going to be a smooth hearing.
I just know that that is the first thing she's going to bring up. And I know. So she wants the withdrawal to be granted.
Well, if she wants the withdrawal to be granted, then she has to be here to proceed. Well, not necessarily. We could still proceed in her absence. The court is not.
Mhm.
Is she here?
She should be. She should be in the waiting room, Your Honor.
Let me see. Okay. Oh, there she is.
Do we have Jim Cobb here as well? I know he was subpoenaed.
Mhm.
I don't see him yet.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The moment Michelle joins, control gets tested. She tries to leverage a PTSD claim to avoid turning on her camera, but the judge shuts it down fast due to lack of evidence. This isn't sympathy court, it's compliance court, and the judge makes it clear she's running the room.
I have the paper. We can provide it to you, the
You
lawyer.
did not provide it to me before today, ma'am, so you will keep your camera on.
Okay.
Just don't look at him.
Okay.
Okay. So we have a preliminary issue we need to take up. There's a motion to withdraw on file,
Right.
and your attorney informed me that you would like for her to withdraw.
Yes.
If that's the case, then you're proceeding on today's hearing by yourself?
No, I do not have a legal representation today. I would like to resolve it and ask for continuous.
Okay, so that's not how it works. We're here today. So you have two options. You can either allow your attorney to proceed with the hearing today, or I can allow her to withdraw as you have requested, and you can proceed by yourself.
I cannot proceed. I cannot proceed because English is my second language, and I do not have, any knowledge and understanding of legal terminology. So I would need to have.
Now it gets risky. Michelle wants her attorney out, but isn't ready to stand on her own. She asks for delays and an interpreter, but the judge refuses to stall. In a high-stakes miscalculation, she forces the withdrawal anyway, walking straight into legal battle unarmed.
Joey? All right, we're on the record in cause number DF2514654. Counsels, will you please announce for the record?
Haley Doyle, attorney for movant Marvin Brown.
Good morning, Your Honor. God is Ike Ukwama on behalf of Michelle Brown, who is present.
Okay, with those who intend to testify, please raise your right hands. Okay, Ms. Brown, are you gonna raise your hand? All right. Do you both swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give will be the truth and the whole truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. You may lower your hands. Prior to going on the record, there was some discussion about a motion for withdrawal of counsel filed by attorney Ukwama, in regards to the representation of Michelle Brown. The court has reviewed the motion And attached to the motion is an agreed order signed by Ms. Brown. So the court is going to go ahead and sign the order for withdrawal, allowing Attorney Ukwama to get off of the case as well as drop off the call for today's hearing. And Ms. Brown is going to proceed with this hearing on her own if she so chooses. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
With her attorney gone, the tone shifts instantly. The judge lays out the rules. No special treatment, no leniency. Evidence is admitted, structure is set, and Michelle is now fully accountable. This is where reality hits. She's no longer a client, she's her own defense.
You are held to the same standards as any attorney. If an objection is made, you have to stop speaking. You can call any witnesses that you may have, including yourself. You may be your only witness. Or you can call Mr. Brown, and you're also able to cross-examine Mr. Brown about any testimony that he will give. Attorney Doyle, would you like to make an opening statement at this time?
No openings, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Brown, would you like to make an opening statement at this time?
No.
All right. Attorney Doyle, you may call your first witness.
Judge, I call Marvin Brown.
All right. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. All right, Mr. Brown, can you go ahead and just state your full name for the record?
Marvin Brown
All righty. And where do you currently reside?
in France.
Okay. And where were you living in November of 2024 when Michelle filed the original petition for divorce here in Dallas?
In France.
Okay. And how long had you been residing in France at that time?
Off and on since 2013. We have
Okay.
lived in. Okay.
Marvin's testimony is calm but strategic. He builds a timeline placing everyone in France, quietly reinforcing jurisdiction doubts. But Michelle interrupts with explosive abuse allegations, shifting from legal argument to emotional warfare. The courtroom tension spikes as narratives collide.
It's either the summer of 2024. Yeah, I will say the summer of 2024.
Okay. All right. And so is that the address that you were living at while the divorce case was pending here in Dallas?
Yes.
Okay. And so was Michelle aware that you were living at that residence?
Yes. She's on
Okay.
the lease.
Okay. Michelle was on the lease at that residence. Okay. And so was Michelle also living at that address or was she living somewhere else?
She lived at that address till probably like for 6 months, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
And then
But she
moved to
was
Paris.
okay. But she was aware that that is where you were residing, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And you said she had moved to Paris?
Yes.
Okay. When did she move
And
there?
also another town up towards, what's it called? Normandy, up near Normandy area.
Okay. And when was she living there?
This is chaos with a purpose. Michelle fires off objections packed with accusations, but most lack legal grounding and get overruled. Meanwhile, the attorney keeps threading a clean argument. No proper service, no notice, no fairness. The case starts tilting toward procedural failure.
No, they were not always residing with Mom.
Okay. Where were the children residing at this time?
With both of us, we were together.
Okay. And so after you separated, where did Michelle and the children reside?
The children lived with me.
Okay.
And
All right, and so
the
were you
children lived
ever-
with me- The children lived with me at the lake house until after when they were taken out of school.
Okay. And when were they taken out of school?
The summer of 2025.
Okay. Where were they enrolled in school?
Your Honor, objection?
Okay.
Objection? Yes.
okay, what is your legal objection?
We all three of us are victim of domestic violence. They were not taken out of school. Eleanor were abused by Mr. Brown, and
The jurisdiction argument lands hard. France, not Texas, dominates the timeline. Then Michelle pivots to confusion, claiming language barriers while previously objecting non-stop. The judge calls it out bluntly. And when given her moment to fight back, she folds completely. Silence replaces strategy.
proceeding and have, police reports pending for Mr. Brown because he's not willing to disclose his address. They're looking for him. So objection for everything he says right now.
Okay, so what is your legal objection?
My legal objection is that the girls were not with him, were not taken from him. They were rescued by him because of domestic violence. And that's part of my case. My case is about domestic violence.
Okay, I'm going to overrule the objection. Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, Mr. Brown. Were you ever personally served with a divorce petition filed in Texas?
Personally served. Okay.
Yes. Did anyone ever come to you in person and serve you with divorce papers?
No, no one
Okay.
Your
personally
Honor,
served.
objection. Your Honor, objection.
Okay, what is your legal objection?
In 2023, I have notified Mr. Brown that I will file for divorce in Dallas.